In today's video, I'm discussing one of my favorite topics. I'm going to share 2 tips for men to increase attraction in their long-term relationships. My name is Zachary Stockill, and since 2013, I've been helping men and women from all over the world overcome retroactive jealousy and save their relationships. If you'd like more information about my work or you'd like to work with me one-on-one, please visit my website at retroactivejealousy.com. For the people here for the first time, the term retroactive jealousy refers to unwanted intrusive thoughts, often obsessive curiosity, and what I like to call mental movies about your partner's past relationships and/or sexual/dating history. And as many of you know, if you're watching this, retroactive jealousy can cause a tremendous amount of damage to relationships, and they can certainly negatively impact our partner's attraction to us. They can make our partner less attracted to us as men. By the way, of course, this can happen whether you're male, female, gay, straight. This can happen in any relationship, any kind of configuration. But in this video, I want to share a couple tips specifically for men in relationships with women. One of the simplest, easiest, and quickest ways to increase attraction in your relationship is dead simple. Spend a little more time apart. You know the story. Quite often when we meet someone, we enter into a new relationship, or sometimes, if we've been in a relationship for a long time, we get in this dynamic where instead of spending a little more time with our friends, or maybe aside from spending a little bit more time pursuing our hobby or passion independent of our partner, we start melding our worlds together. We start spending just about every waking moment with our partner, and we rarely give our partner the opportunity to miss us because we're always spending our free time together. She doesn't even get the chance to miss us because we're always like this, or at least most of the time like this. So as you can see, the title of this video is not clickbait. Start simply spending more time apart. Reconnect with your friends who maybe you haven't seen in a while. Pursue your hobby or your passion or your whatever your interest is outside of your relationship. Reconnect with family members. Spend a little more time at work or take on a new business or work project. Take up something you haven't been doing in many years, for example. Reignite an old passion or hobby or interest. Find a new project. Learn something new. The point is, start getting out of the house more. Start spending more time on your own or with other people rather than spending most of your free time with your partner. Because when you do this, and when you do this effectively, you're going to start recharging your masculine presence a little bit. Because when a masculine presence and a feminine presence start spending way too much time together, a process happens called depolarization. So she becomes a little bit more like you become a little more like her, and attraction takes a hit. Because what creates attraction are those differences in presence and energy and all these things. So when I said it's simple, I meant it. Start spending more time apart. If you want suggestions or you want me to delve deeper into this topic, I'd love to talk more about it. Leave a comment beneath this video. My next suggestion is not quite as simple as my previous suggestion, but it's still doable for most of us. And that is simply start becoming more still. What does that mean? One of the fundamental characteristics of the masculine, of masculine presence, of masculine energy is stillness, being grounded. Rather than energy that is kind of scattered and frenetic and you're a little needy and a little clingy and you're a little, you're twitching and you're speaking too fast and you're not breathing deeply enough because your energy is kind of a little scattered and anxious. The opposite of that is a certain degree of stillness, being grounded, taking your time when you speak, standing up straight with your shoulders back, not apologizing for who you are and being needy and clingy, not looking to others for approval. And honestly, some of this is simple as body language. Rather than, if you're one of these people, when you sit, your legs, are always twitching, or you're always tapping your finger on the table, or you're talking really fast and you're kind of spread out all over the place, or you're shifting all the time, you're kind of twitchy. Starting to work on your body language and starting to become more grounded and still. Because if your partner has a feminine essence, she wants to feel that grounded presence from you. You want to be the shelter in her storm. She wants to feel like you're less flighty and frenetic and things than she maybe sometimes is. She wants to feel your masculine presence, and a big part of masculine presence is being more grounded, more still. Now, this is a big topic, but one thing you can start doing right now is simply breathing more deeply, standing up straight with your shoulders back, and trying to catch yourself if you find yourself kind of twitching sometimes. A lot of guys do this where they sit down and they're almost vibrating, like their leg is bouncing up and down, or they're tapping their finger on the table and they're speaking too fast and that kind of thing. If you think that could be a problem for you, start paying attention to it, catching yourself when you start falling into that pattern, and simply taking a breath, trying to readjust your body so your spine is relatively straight, you're not all over the place. Start working on your body language. There is tremendous return on your investment if you start paying attention to that. Start being more grounded and still, and I promise you, your partner will notice. Needless to say, this is a very big topic, and I have a lot more to say on maintaining and sustaining and increasing attraction in relationships. If that's something you might be interested in, please take a minute to let me know below. At the same time, if you benefited from this video, please click the like button, leave a comment, tell me what you think, and be sure you are subscribed to my channel to be notified of new videos moving forward. Thanks again for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon.